You know, a lot of people think that just because I'm a YouTuber on self-improvement, just because I had a couple of pro fights, that I'm some sort of an indestructible human being. They think that I don't have any insecurities or weaknesses that run through my head. And I've always found that very ironic. Because to be honest with you, I felt insecure for a majority of my life. Probably ever since I came into school for the first time in like year one. I would look around the whole classroom and I would think, everybody here is so OP. Everybody's so great except for me. Everybody's going uphill and I'm only going downhill. And just imagine, how old would I have been? I don't even know, like 7 or 8. And I'm starting to have these thoughts already. To be perfectly honest with you, nothing has really changed since then. I still feel those things almost on a daily basis. Whenever I go out with my friends or whenever I'm at work, if somebody does something that I couldn't do, like if we're training and someone beats me in sparring or someone just does a move that I couldn't do, I automatically start to think, wow, that guy's been here less than me and he can already do this. And if I think about it even more, I'm like, well, that guy's probably better than me in every way. In fact, I think everybody here might be slightly better than me if you consider my level of experience and their level of experience. In fact, maybe it was just one day that they did better, but I automatically think they are better than me in everything all the time. That's just how my brain is wired. I don't know why. The reason I can sit here so confidently and say all these things out loud is because I've already proven everything I needed to prove. I don't need to be out here trying to convince you that I'm a masculine man. But when I think about it, all the things that I've accomplished, the reason I accomplished them is because of my insecurities. It's because I kept feeling like a loser, so I had to keep pushing myself harder and harder and harder. I mean, just think about it for a second. Imagine you have this deep insecurity that you can't get rid of. And every time you are alone by yourself, it just automatically creeps back into your head. What do you think you'll be doing with your life? How do you think your days would go? I'll tell you how my days go in that situation. The only things that relieve those thoughts from my head is when I'm doing push-ups, when I'm like lifting weights, or when I'm praying salah the proper way, and I'm giving my heart to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those are the things that stop me feeling like that. So naturally, I'm going to be doing those things throughout the day. Now, I understand that the general idea in the society is that you can't distract yourself from those negative thoughts, that you have to feel them all the time. And honestly, man, that's complete BS. That might be true for women, but as a man, we have a unique ability. We can actually outrun our depression and our insecurities. Because when we change ourselves, our whole skin changes, bro. It's like a snake when it sheds its skin. We just become a different kind of human being. And so naturally, now we can't be insecure about the same things. And then a new wave begins. And that's what self-improvement is. You probably don't even notice, but the most successful people in history were deeply insecure. If you ever heard of this story about Bruce Lee when his friends found out that he's afraid of cockroaches for some reason, he got so insecure about it that he's had to stay up all night on that day, literally catching cockroaches with his hands to overcome his fears. And then the next day he could just grab them at any time. He just didn't care anymore, right? And then they were like, okay, he's not afraid of cockroaches, leave him. Same thing with Michael Jordan. I'm sure you've heard the story where he was playing table tennis with his friends and, he lost a couple times. And then he found out he was actually one of the worst people in his team at table tennis. And so he literally stood up all night for a few weeks to become the best in his entire dome. And now he was the best in table tennis, as well as basketball. So here's what I want you to do from now on. Look yourself in the mirror every single morning and get insecure about yourself. Put all those negative thoughts into your head, into perspective. Say, my brain is telling me I'm a loser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prove to myself and the world that I am the man. That I am number one at everything on this planet. Or at least I'm the one person who's never going to stop trying. That's actually a lot better mentality to have. Don't see yourself as a person who never loses. See yourself as the person who will always try, whether he's going to lose or not. See yourself as the person who's going to lose 100 times and he's going to try again one more time just because he's the man, because he doesn't care. And when you start having this mentality, bro, everything starts being put into place. You will realize the true beauty of being insecure.